So Eric Adams, mayor of New York City, his career is just going down the toilet, as fast as humanly possible. And already there is a vulture that is circling the entire island of Manhattan right now. And he is ready to swoop in and take that carcass and move in. And that, of course, is former New York governor who was forced out of office, Andrew Cuomo, thinks he is going to be the next mayor of New York City. They have already planned a victory celebration coming up in early March. And the scary thing is, I think he's already the front runner at this point to be the next mayor of New York City.
Okay, let's assume you forget about the 11 or 12 or whatever women that he tried to grope and tried to come on to. And
which was corroborated with the investigation. I mean, there was no question.
No, it happened. And he's a disgusting person, okay? Let's take that and put it on the side over here. Let's say when Mr. Cuomo left, there was a housing affordability problem that still hasn't been cleaned up in New York City. There was a crime and general public safety issue that was a drag to New York City, and it still is. There was a public transportation. These are under Cuomo. Understand, this is his, buddy. This is his public transportation problem. There was a general affordability. You can't live there where a Coca-Cola costs $12 or whatever it may be. There was a unsanitary environment that was so bad that trash piles were piled up in the street. That's a Cuomo, right? There was disastrous where it comes to traffic coordination. You can't even drive there. That was a Cuomo. That's what he left him. So what we have is the same thing coming back. I mean, New York City is like a damn third world country. I mean, it really is. I equate it to a place like Bogota or Mexico City, Tijuana, Mexico City, whatever. And people say, okay, we want him back. He's perfect for New York. It's a New York state of mind, I guess. I don't get it.
Look, I will say I just went to New York a couple weeks ago. It ain't that bad. Really, it's not. It's not what most of the media out there likes to.
That's not me talking. That's the media talking about.
Exactly. And it's not what the media says. I've been up and down there. It's got problems just like everywhere else. But I will say, in this city with millions and millions and millions of residents, these are the two guys. You got Eric Adams and Andrew Cuomo. There is not another human being
in New York, of all places, yeah.
I mean, my God, you could throw a rock in that city and find somebody better than these people, no matter where you are in the city.
Yeah.
It is insane that this, and I swear I feel like it's mostly a Democrat problem. Why do we keep tapping the same wells? Why do we keep going back to these same damn people over and over and over?
It's a love affair with losers. That's why the Dems can't let go of Hillary Clinton or Bill Clinton or Pelosi.
That's why Biden ran in 2020. He should have been out of there.
Of course. There is I don't know, it's some mental disconnect where they can't admit, this is a loser. Because it's their team, don't you see? It's their team. This is my coach. And I'm going to stay with the coach regardless of the fact that we've had a 0-12 season. We're going to stay with the coach. It is that mentality that is always, it's some type of weird derangement that always costs Democrats, and it's going to cost them here again. Now, I'm glad, I travel, I've been to New York a few times myself. I spent a lot of time in New York. I have seen those situations, the list I just gave you. Maybe it's transient. I mean, they've got sections in New York where they go to administer drugs. Go here, you can take your heroin. Right there in Brooklyn. I mean, or either Bronx or Brooklyn, where it's an area where the people that live around there say, what the hell? You're saying that this is a drug-safe haven where people can come shoot up and we're not going to have any crime problems? Those are the kinds of endemic problems that Cuomo left. There's nothing different. And then it's not just Eric Adams. His whole damn administration was corrupt. I mean, he had his key people having to plead guilty to horrendous crimes of bribery and fraud. I mean, come on, man.
Well, and Adams, had been serving in government as well before he. So that's the thing is, why do we not look to new people? Is the party really that afraid of change? Because if they are, go ahead and get the headstone ready right now because your party is dead.
Oh, it's
you have to embrace other individuals. You have to accept the fact that, listen, sometimes we get it wrong. Sometimes we put up the bad candidates. Sometimes these people are corrupt. It happens on both sides. It's just we're used to seeing it happen more on one side. But look, you guys are doing the same thing. Cuomo should not be allowed to run for any public office ever again. Adams should not be allowed. Menendez, well, he'll be in jail for the rest of his life. But, what is it with this Northeast up here with your Democrats?
I don't know.
Get
man.
it together, guys.
It's L.A. Look at L.A. It's the same story. I don't know.
No, I mean just these people that should be in jail.
I thought you were talking about the mental process, the mental process of the machine.
Oh, I'm just talking about the corruption that's taking place up there.
Okay,
That's just off the
here's
chart.
the biggest problem to me. A brand change, to change a brand, right now the brand of Dems is toxic, it's unworkable, it's basically erratic and unpredictable. These are all, it's toxic brand. Who was it called it a stink? Warner.
Yeah.
Warner comes out and says they've got a stink that they can't get rid of. Okay, so to change a brand is difficult enough. I mean, if you want to change the brand of Coca-Cola, it's going to take a lot of work. You want to change that brand.
And it failed when they tried to do that with Nuco.
It sure did. So try changing the brand of a political party. Think of what it's going to cost, and think of what, if it's not a clear delineated change. These were the crazy people back then. Now we have sane people running things. If you can't make that transition, you're not going to change the brand.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Welcome to the Ring of Fire YouTube channel. I am Farron Cousins, the host of Ring of Fire here on YouTube. I don't know if this is your first time here or maybe you're somebody who comes here every single day, but either way, let me tell you what's going on. Ring of Fire was actually started in the year 2004 by none other than our own America's lawyer, Mike Papantonio. And over the last 20 plus years, Ring of Fire has gone from being a 1-hour weekend radio program on Air America through a series of changes. Go Left TV, which we started back in 2007. We've been on the Young Turks network. And of course, this very YouTube channel here that started obviously as they all do with no subscribers. And we've now ballooned to well over 1 million as we go on our way to that 2 million mark. So again, if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. Take a few minutes, look around. We have content that actually goes back 20 years. So there's lots to see, there's lots to do. And trust me, with the next 4 years of Donald Trump getting back in office, we will be here every day, every single day with fresh content for you, to keep you informed about what's happening and, of course, to warn you of the potential dangers that Donald Trump poses as we approach his second term.